Hi.
Shout out to the bonnet crew.
Shout out to the bonnet crew.
How old are you?
So I've been on here.
How old are you?
I'll be 21 in 7 days.
Okay. What do you have on the topic?
So on the topic, I agree with you. I really think it's like a logic question, doesn't really I just agree. I don't really have,
Okay.
nothing much to say to it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But you came on for what?
I wanted to have it's off of the topic, if that was okay. We could discuss.
As long as it's about something I talk about.
Okay, well, you talk a lot about high value men, high value women. My concerns, I would like, your opinion, your insights. I'm very young. Not very young, but I'm 21. I do live with my mother. I'm planning on, like moving out. I want a high value man, and that's what I'm looking for as a female.
Okay.
I feel, I'm building myself for that type of man. But the type of men that I meet,
Why do you want a high value man?
because who I feel I deserve that.
You don't deserve anything.
Oh, okay.
Who are you?
Simone.
Simone deserves nothing. No
Why?
one in this world deserves. Excuse me? What makes you so special? Do you deserve access to somebody else's stuff?
Nothing really makes me special to deserve access to anybody's thing but my own.
Thank you. So you don't deserve a high value man. You don't deserve. Nobody deserves anything. We earn. How are you going to earn a high value man?
By building myself to be a high value woman.
Were you raised with your mother and father?
Was I raised with my mother and father?
Mm-hmm. Were they married?
No, my dad was married. I had a stepmother, and my mom, I have a stepfather. But
Any siblings
yes.
that live with you guys?
On my mom's side, I was the only child up until like 20, and then on my dad's side, I had 6 sisters, and
But you live as an only child.
I was back and forth. I would go with my dad's on the summers, and I live with like my mom and my grandmother.
But you live as an only child. But you live as an only child for the most part.
I wouldn't say so because my grandmother raised me, and I live with my aunt, no, I wouldn't. I was raised with my aunt. I wasn't really raised by.
How many children does your aunt have? How many children does your aunt have?
She has 1.
And how old is that child?
Like 3, 4.
So you were raised as an only child. You lived as an only child. You're 21. That's not enough time. Man, this is not a complicated question. Okay,
You're right.
This is starting to go downhill. Okay.
No,
Already.
Don't let it go downhill.
First off, check that. I'm just asking you about your house, your structure. You're your mother's only child. Your mother had no more kids, and there were no other children living in a home. That's an only child. And there's something called only child syndrome. There's something called only child syndrome. What you might want to get that under control, because one more time and that's gone. What was that?
What is what?
Was there somebody screaming in the background?
No.
Because there's something beeping going on. All right, only child syndrome. But I do have a question for you before I continue.
Yes.
You're 21. 21. Why come on to the program with a bonnet on?
Well, honestly, I'm comfortable. I could take my bonnet off. I know there's this whole dilemma with the bonnets and things. I don't know. I'm comfortable. This is me.
Okay, right. But you want a high value man. And my channel has almost 1 million subscribers and almost 800,000 on Instagram. And it's seen by hundreds of thousands of men, people, 20,000 people in here right now. And you think this is the best look for you for what you want as an outcome?
I mean, I've been sitting here watching your live. I could have sat here and combed my hair down and prepared myself, but this is, yeah, I think this is the best
Okay,
look.
and this is part of the reason why high value men, they care very much about how their women think, because they're a representation of them. You come in talking about what you deserve, and it really comes down to you. And as an only child, there's something called only child syndrome. Only children tend to be very selfish. And that's what's kind of showing through right here. It's not cute. And I'm asking a nice way. And instead of saying, you know what? You're right. I probably should have excused myself, taken it off, and presented myself in a better light. What value is a selfish person in a relationship to anybody, much less a high value man?
Thank you.
That's a question.
Ask it again, please.
Kick rocks.
Hi.
Hello, what's that going on in the background? There's TV. That's got to go.
Yeah. You want me to turn it down?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's like 20,000 people in here.
No, it's my daughter earlier.
Okay. All right, please turn it down because it's in the background. All right. How are you?
Hi, I'm okay.
Good. How old are you?
I am 35.
All right. So the question on the table is, why do the top 10, 15%, the thorough guys, why do the thorough men why should they be concerned with the bottom 80 to 85% of women think?
So I don't think they should. So I don't really want to speak about me much, but I have sons. And a lot of
multiple?
Yes. I
Okay.
have 2 different marriages. Yeah.
Okay.
2 by my husband and 2 by my current husband. Well, 2 boys by my first husband and a boy and a girl by my current husband.
Okay.
But a lot of the stuff that you talk about, I tell them. And a lot of people, like my family and my friends, they'll say like, "Why are you telling those boys that? Don't tell them." And I'm like, it's the truth. I don't know what you want me to say. I tell them about, women who are overweight. Now, I am 5'4". I'm 200 pounds.
Okay.
But I'm built a little different. I'm like an hourglass, so my weight is different. I carry it different. I do. But I talk to my boys about women that want to look nice. I get on them all the time about going to school with cold in their eyes and stuff in their teeth.
How old are your boys?
My oldest is 14. He'll be 15 in October. And I have a 13-year-old. He just turned 13. And then I have a 9-year-old.
Well, the difference is you're married.
What do you mean?
You're talking about your weight and carrying it differently. Your kids came from marriage. I got no problem with that. That's what it should be. And as far as your kids, you're supposed to tell your boys what's in the best interest of boys, in the best interest of men. And
yeah,
the
people get mad
people
all the time for telling them stuff like that.
Well, do they have daughters?
Yes. One of them actually is my mother.
Well, often. Because if you tell your boys to set a standard, it's going to make it hard for girls to be lazy. Exactly. I mean, I think if your mother went back and asked her mother or her mother's mother, a man would not marry a woman who didn't know how to cook or take care of a home, because what was the purpose? Men need a standard, and that's what we need, especially in the Black community. A standard. 30 years ago, the Black unemployment rate for men was, we were in the middle class at about a 43% rate, something like that. Now Black men are in the middle class by a 64% rate. Black men are improving. And what we need is our women to continue to match pace with us. And then if you notice that as men have started to improve, women are this way and our families are doing this. You sound like you're trying to teach your boys in the right direction, but I got a question for you as a mother.
Okay.
How confident are you that when your boys are of age to marry and have a family, that they're going to have suitable women to pick from?
Because I literally drill it in them. And then I try my best. Now it's very hard because I have 4 children, but I try my best to carry myself in the way that I would want them to pick women, if I'm making any sense.
But what I'm saying is, I'm not asking about your boys or what you teach them. I'm asking you about how confident are you that they're going to have a decent crop of suitable women to choose from?
Oh, because
do you think they will, or do you think they will not?
I think they should. I think they will.
Should? I think so. You think women are training their daughters to be on your son's level?
I hope so.
No. That's the question I'm asking.
The women.
I'm asking. Do you think? I think so. I don't answer aspirationally.
Okay.
Because this is a real question. You can train your boys up to be right, but are there women training their daughters to be on your boys' level?
So again, I hope they are, but I am training my boys to know what to look out for. I tell them about the moms. I tell them, look at the mom, peep the mom. And
okay, you're training them right. You're still going to your boys.
Yes.
I'm sticking on the girls, and you say you hope.
I can't speak for them. I hope.
Okay,
so. I hope
well, what do you see? What do you see when you walk outside with these young girls?
To be honest, I love all Black girls, but to be honest, the ones who that I see are into riffraff and they look crazy and stuff. And
so the answer is no. Why can't y'all just say that? See, even what I'm showing is, listen, even what I'm trying to show you guys is, even as a Black mother who has Black sons, you still have a hard time holding women accountable. You can't even be, I've asked a question. Hold on. No, ma'am. Look in the comment section. Stop, ma'am. Everybody in the comment section is hearing the question. Women are saying, just say no. Every time I ask you, how confident are you are you confident that you're seeing these women? And you say, I hope so. I hope. Hope is not yes or no. Hope is not confidence. It's not, okay. If you were on an airplane, and I said, how confident are you that the plane you're getting on will not crash? Well, I hope it won't.
Oh no, I'm not very confident about that.
Thank you. Well, thank you. So what does that mean? If you're raising your boys to have a standard, and you can look around and see that these girls are riffraff or whatever, and you're not confident, then who are they going to marry?
So here's the thing. To be honest, let me be truthful for a second. And a lot of people don't agree with me. And I don't think that a lot of women that I know personally that have daughters, and people that I hear about that have daughters, are raising their daughters to be good women. They say the most stupidest things I've ever heard. Like, you need to get with a man is doing this, and and I'm like, well, what is she bringing to the table? What are you raising?
So who are they going? So then, who are you going to coach your boys to marry if this is going to be the women they have to pick from?
I have a saying when my sister makes fun of me. I told my son, I said, when you see a girl, when you start getting high school, you see a girl that you like. I said, make sure if everybody has, they say free time, make sure you talk to the girl that's reading the book.
Did you hear the question I asked?
I did.
That's a general statement about women. How are you going? Okay, if you're not confident that women are raising their daughters to be suitable matches, see, that's the point. So here's what it is. See, listen, ma'am, go back and listen to this sector, because I think you're not really paying attention. But people in the comment section are listening, and you're answering, because it just shows that the sister code is so strong that y'all seem to have a problem just being real. The answer is, I'm raising my boys right, and I truly, in my heart of hearts, hope that the women are raising their daughters right. But what I see is riffraff and this and that. And I ask you, well, what about when your boys are of age and they're out of process and it's time, and they come around and they're seeing adult women that are same riffraff, what you going to tell them to do? Are you going to tell them to pick from that riffraff?
No.
Keep looking for who?
Keep looking for the woman that
Oh, I got a question for you. Would you be mad if they brought home non-black women?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't really advocate for that, but because here's the problem. Here's the problem.
Because I told she gonna come to my house and tell my son. My son was like, "Oh, I wouldn't care if I wouldn't care to marry outside my race." She was like, "What? Your mother told you that, didn't she?"
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Here's the problem.
My kids anything like that ever.
Here's the problem that you as a mother cannot talk to the mothers of the young girls and tell them anything about raising their daughters. That's the problem. You can raise your son up right, but if the women cannot start talking to women about how they raise their daughters, your sons will have nothing to pick from.
Mm-hmm.
So if they have nothing to pick from the race, then what are they going to have to do? Go outside of the African American community, or marry somebody non-black. This is why this whole notion of mind your business for us doesn't work, because the boys have to have somebody to pick from.
I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm not racist. I love all people. I'm perfect.
I would rather mothers like you who are raising your sons start talking to mothers or the daughters and say, "Hey, my boy's gonna have to marry. What you doing with your daughter?"
Now you know good and well that you can't talk to black women about that.
That's the problem. As long as y'all, I don't give a shit. 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 Y'all are gonna have to, nope. You're going to have to, nope. If the answer is not, you guys got to check them. You can't. It's nobody else's job other than you as their sisters. Yep. I don't care if they get upset. I don't care. That's why I shut this shit up, because it's going to go into somewhere. I'm going to do my business and mind your business. Funk that. It is your responsibility, black women, to check other black women. Look at what she just said. You can't say nothing to them. So you're afraid to talk to women who share your reflection? Well, they're not going to listen to us. And we always told the women. So this is to my critics and detractors. You should let the women talk to the women, and the men got to talk to the men. What the fuck happens every time we ask a black woman to...
Don't forget to follow Papa Kevin Samuels for his good work he has done in a community, in improving the youth and so on. Because most especially us ladies, we are very, very stubborn, most especially in relationship stuff. But guys, if you get a chance of listening to Kevin Samuels stuff, I swear, you won't remain the same. I swear you will improve even in your youth. Your mother and you have youth that are growing up looking for a man or any woman or a man and woman. So here you go. They are looking for a responsible wife. Mr. Kevin Samuels can make you in the proper way. So today we are going to look at this young girl. Actually, she's that age of getting married, but she thinks she's still young and she still stays with her parents. At the same time, she doesn't care. She said she wants high value men, but imagine she came on the live with her head bonnet. There is a way I don't like that head bonnet. All her funny accessories, putting on a crop top, and Papa said, "Madam, do you know that thousands of people watch my live? You're looking for high value men, but with the way you're dressing, can't you dress well?" And she was like, "I'm comfortable." By the way, one more thing I liked about her, she's so comfortable, and she has that confidence of saying, "I'm comfortable with what I am doing. I'm comfortable with what I'm going through. I'm comfortable with this." So there is no way you can confront her to change her dressing code, because when they asked her, "You saw this was the very best dressing code you could come with on my life," and she was like, "Yeah, me, I'm comfortable and I'm doing good with this. I don't, she's so comfortable." One thing I've learned in these videos, keep following and watching Papa Kevin Samuels stuff. I swear you will never remain the same. We give respect to the fallen legend, Papa Kevin Samuels, and he will always be remembered in the Black community for his good work he has done and presented to us. Because a lot of youths were going astray, but at times this mended them in a way that you will come back to normal. You will still look and be like, but this, I was doing a mistake. In this case, I've learned one thing. Even when you're coming to public, at least cover your manners. At least try to be decent. At least try to be well. At least try to present yourself in a way that people will, that first look, people will look at you and be like, yeah, she's someone, she's speaking. They won't judge you. But now the things of coming like, you're a street lesser. Everyone will judge you according, even when you're not that bad person, but everyone will judge you like, oh my God, how does she come to the public with that crop top? How does she? So at least this teaches us how to present ourselves before going in for something important. Don't just wake up and be like, yeah, let me go like this. At least prepare and go, whereby someone just that first look, the attractiveness of the look. At work, you're going for an interview. How do you present yourself? Okay, to put that statement clear, it's like you have to present yourself according to where you're going. You're going in a club, dress like you're going in a club. You're going for work, dress like you're going for work. You're going for an interview, dress like you're going for an interview. You're going for live, dress like you're going for live. You're going for church, dress like you're going to church. You're going to functions, introductions, weddings, dress like that. So we should learn how to put our dressing codes according to where you're going, we are going or we are heading. So not in relationships, but here, if you're to listen to all his videos, they teach in different categories. But this one is not all about, but I think this is when someone tries to put discipline in you, in the way you dress up going for anything or any. Don't just bring yourself, I'm like, wow. First look at the situation and the society you're going to face before saying, yeah. So here, Papa was like, how do you think you will attract high-class value men with that look of yours? It's not worth it. So I think, guys, we are on the same page. Thank you for all those who have been commenting, liking, and subscribing. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Spotlight News for more updates. And don't forget to follow more apps of Mr. Kevin Samuels for more cash up and support and so on. And may his soul rest in peace, because he was a light. He was a legend. He was a godfather to everyone, because he could present himself in a way that you could also see that, yeah, this is the kind of a person, this is the kind of advice I would love to take, this is the kind of something I would love to go with. Because, yeah, like really, I think he was confused. How can a young year old, you're staying with your parents and you're dressing like that? But that's why you see in these videos, he kept on asking her, are you staying with your mom and dad? And she was like, I stayed, not, you know. So in most cases, if you grow up with your mom and dad, at times it's a way different from someone who grew up with a different dad or a different mom. In any case, wherever it goes, according to the way you present yourself. So here you come. We leave that aside. Let's look at this 30-year-5 lady, 30-year-old. She said she's staying with her kids in her current marriage. That means this is her second marriage since she got married. And she is proud of her having her grown-up sons, but she says she doesn't know how to cook. She doesn't know how to do everything. And here, when Papa asked her, so you're telling me you would love your sons to choose a lady who doesn't know how to cook, who doesn't know how to do anything, and you be a proud mom, and you be like, this is really what I want? This is really what I'll go for. Anyway, guys, let me tell you one thing. One thing I realize in life, we should teach our kids, girls and boys, how to do this work, because at the end of the day, you may leave this world. Who will stand in for them? Who will help them? But this is so helpful even when you have money, but at least try to teach your kids how to be hardworking, because in this society things are changing. Even ladies have to stand and work, even men have to work. So teach them how to be housewives, and teach them, what I've realized most, if you are to look at single motherhood stories, these people, there is a way they tame their kids to. It's like they don't take marriage as something big, but this is something which has to happen, because you will always be respected with a man. A man will always be respected with a lady. So let's try to teach our kids, because in this generation, I always hear a lot of youths like, marriage is not my opinion. Marriage is not my option. Even when I don't get money, all I need is money. If I have money, everything is okay. Actually, you hear a lot of youth stories even planning to marry guys. Like, even when I get money, I can marry my guy. Such stories. Anyway, guys, this week let's talk about depression again, because guys, depression is a lot. I don't know, you can also add a commentary and let me know in your country what's really going on, because in our side it's a lot. Youths are suffering, people are going through depression. I don't know why, but a lot of youths and young kids are going through depression, which is not necessary, which has led to loss of lives in many ways or the other. Thank you guys for listening. Let's keep following. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye bye. May God bless you so much, and stay tuned and stay blessed. Bye bye.